Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm Johnson, and I'm so happy to have you here today. On this channel, we help you improve your English by sharing real stories, useful vocabulary, and inspiring lessons from everyday life. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and join our community of English learners around the world. Today, I want to talk to you about something very special, my daily routine. Why? Because routines are the secret to a better life. A good routine helps you stay organized, feel happier, and grow every day. When we talk about routines, we don't just talk about brushing our teeth or drinking coffee. We talk about habits that make our lives better, that give us purpose, and help us become who we really want to be. In this video, I will take you through my own daily routine. I'll share the things I do every day, from morning until night. But this is not just about what I do, it's also about why I do them. I'll explain how simple actions can have a big impact. You'll hear how I start my mornings, how I work, how I take care of my health, and how I relax. Also, I will use simple English so that everyone can understand, and I'll include useful expressions and phrases that you can use when talking about your own routine. Whether you are a student, a worker, or someone looking for inspiration, this video is for you. Remember, learning English is not only about memorizing words. It's also about listening, understanding, and practicing in real situations. And what better situation than talking about the things we do every day? Are you ready? Let's dive into my daily routine and see what makes each day meaningful, step by step. Waking up early is one of the most important parts of my day. It is the beginning of everything. When I wake up early, I feel like I have more time to do things. I don't like to rush, and getting up early helps me stay calm and organized. I usually wake up at 5:30 in the morning. My alarm goes off, and at first, it is not easy to leave the bed. The bed is warm and comfortable, and I feel sleepy. But I tell myself, you have goals, Johnson, let's go. Then, I stretch my arms, take a deep breath, and sit up slowly. This is my first small victory of the day. I keep my phone away from my bed, so I must get up and walk to turn off the alarm. This small trick really helps. If my phone was next to me, I would press snooze and sleep again. So, by putting the phone far, I make sure I start the day right. Once I'm up, I drink a glass of warm water. It helps wake up my body and clean my system. I read somewhere that drinking water first thing in the morning is good for your health. And I have followed that habit for years. After drinking water, I open my window. I take a moment to look outside. The sky is usually still dark, but peaceful. I like the silence of the early morning. It's calm and full of possibilities. Then, I make my bed. This is a very simple task, but it gives me a sense of order. When I return to my room at night and see a clean bed, it makes me happy. It shows that I took care of myself from the beginning of the day. This little action makes me feel responsible. After that, I wash my face with cold water to feel more awake. Sometimes, I take a quick shower. I brush my teeth and comb my hair. These small actions tell my brain that the day has started. Even if I'm working from home, I always change out of my pajamas. This helps me feel more serious and professional. Waking up early also gives me time to think. I don't check my phone or social media right away. Instead, I sit quietly for 5 to 10 minutes. I think about my goals for the day, and I repeat positive words to myself. You are strong. You are smart. You can do this. Sometimes I write in a small notebook. I write 3 things I am grateful for. For example, I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for my job. I am grateful for my health. This simple habit changes my mood. I start the day with a heart full of thanks. Waking up early is not always easy, but after a few weeks, it became a habit. Now, I enjoy it. It gives me power, time, and peace. It is the foundation of my daily routine. After waking up and getting ready, I move on to one of the most important parts of my day, my morning self-care routine. This is the time I spend with myself. It helps me feel good, focused, and ready to face whatever comes. The first thing I do is morning stretching. I do this right in my room or sometimes on my balcony if the weather is nice. I stretch my arms, back, and legs. It takes only 5 to 10 minutes, but it helps my body feel alive. After sleeping for many hours, your muscles feel tight, and stretching wakes them up gently. Sometimes, I do a bit of light yoga. I follow a simple video on YouTube. Nothing too hard, just basic moves like child's pose, cat-cow, and downward dog. These positions help me relax and breathe better. I focus on my breathing and let my thoughts slow down. After stretching or yoga, I prepare a healthy breakfast. My favorite breakfast is oatmeal with bananas, nuts, and a bit of honey. It's healthy and gives me energy. Some days I eat boiled eggs with toast and vegetables. I always try to include something fresh, like fruit or salad, because it helps my digestion and keeps my body strong. While eating breakfast, I don't use my phone. I like to stay present. I either listen to calming music or read a few pages from a good book. This moment is peaceful and sets a good tone for the day. Then comes hygiene and grooming. After breakfast, I take a proper shower. I use this time to relax, clean my body, and get refreshed. A good shower makes me feel awake and ready. I also take care of my skin by wash my face, apply some moisturizer, and sometimes put on sunscreen if I'll go outside. Even small steps like brushing my hair and wearing clean, fresh clothes make a big difference. Next, I spend a few minutes checking my daily to-do list. I use a small notebook where I write the 3 most important things I need to do each day. This habit helps me stay focused. I don't try to do too many things. I just choose the top priorities. When I finish them, I feel proud and successful. Another self-care activity I love is listening to a motivational podcast or short speech. I do this while cleaning my room or making my tea. The words of encouragement help me stay positive. Sometimes, I repeat a few affirmations out loud. I am focused. I am improving. I will succeed. One small but important thing I do is clean up my space. I make sure my desk is clean, my clothes are in place, and my trash is thrown away. A tidy space creates a tidy mind. It helps me feel more in control of my environment. Morning self-care is not about being perfect. It's about starting the day with love for yourself. When you take care of your body, your space, and your mind, you feel more confident. You feel like you are ready to do something great. In the past, I used to skip these steps. I would wake up late, skip breakfast, and rush out. I felt tired, angry, and disorganized. But since I started practicing self-care, I feel stronger and happier. It's a gift I give to myself every day. These morning habits are not difficult. Anyone can do them. Even if you start with just one, like making your bed or stretching, it can change your whole mood. Slowly, you can build your routine and feel better every day. Your morning is your foundation. When your start is strong, the rest of the day becomes easier. After completing my morning routine, I head into my workspace to begin my workday. Since I work mostly from home, I have a small corner set up as my office. It has a desk, a comfortable chair, my laptop, a notebook, and some inspirational quotes on the wall. This area is special for me because it separates my work life from my personal life, even though I'm in the same house. I usually start working at 8:30 a.m. Before doing any major task, I check my calendar and email. I look at my meetings and deadlines for the day. This helps me plan better. I use a technique called the Pomodoro method. I work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. This keeps me focused and prevents burnout. My work includes writing, replying to emails, preparing presentations, and sometimes having online meetings. I always start with the most difficult or important task first. Why? Because in the morning, my brain is fresh, and I can focus better. This is called eating the frog, doing the hard thing first, so the rest of the day feels easier. I try to keep my phone away from my desk or turn off notifications. When I focus on one task at a time, I work faster and better. Multitasking only makes me tired and confused. I also use a timer to stay on track. It helps me know when to take a break and when to continue. During my short breaks, I walk around the room, drink water, stretch, or look outside the window. Sometimes I do some breathing exercises. This helps me feel refreshed and stay calm even when I have a lot to do. If I have a video call or online meeting, I make sure I look neat and presentable. I dress well and sit in a bright place with good sound. I prepare notes before the meeting and always listen carefully. When it's my turn to speak, I try to be clear and polite. One tool I really love is my to-do list app. I use it to track my tasks. When I complete something, I check it off. That small action of ticking a task gives me a good feeling. It shows progress. At the end of the day, I can look back and see how much I achieved. Another important thing is communication. I often talk to my teammates through email or messaging apps. I try to be friendly, respectful, and clear. Good communication makes teamwork easier and more enjoyable. Sometimes, problems come up during the day: a late response, a slow internet connection, or a mistake in a file. When that happens, I take a deep breath and try to solve it calmly. I remind myself that mistakes happen and everything can be fixed with patience and effort. By lunchtime, I usually take a longer break to rest my eyes and move my body. I clean my desk, save my work, and prepare to relax. But before that, I look at what I've done and note what I'll do after the break. This keeps my mind clear and helps me restart quickly. Working from home takes discipline, but it also gives freedom. I can manage my time, avoid traffic, and create a space that makes me feel comfortable and productive. It's all about balance, staying focused, taking breaks, and enjoying the work you do. Every workday is not perfect. Some days are hard, and that's okay. The goal is not to be perfect but to be consistent. Even if I do one thing well each day, I feel proud. Work is a big part of life, and how we manage it can affect our health, mood, and future. That's why I take it seriously but also try to enjoy the process. After a busy and focused morning, it's time to take a well-deserved break for lunch. I usually take my lunch break around 12:30 p.m., and it's an important part of my day. It's not just about eating food, it's about giving my mind and body a real rest. I start by stepping away from my desk. I never eat in the same place where I work. This is a rule I follow strictly because I believe it's important to separate spaces for different activities. It helps my brain understand that now is the time to relax, not work. My lunch is usually something simple and healthy. I enjoy a mix of vegetables, rice, and grilled chicken, or sometimes I have noodles with soup. I drink water or a fresh juice. I avoid heavy or fried food because that makes me feel sleepy. I want to feel energized, not tired. While I eat, I often listen to soft music or a podcast. Sometimes I watch a short English video to keep practicing the language. I try not to scroll endlessly on social media because that doesn't help me relax or learn. I want this time to recharge my energy in a positive way. After eating, I take about 15 to 20 minutes to rest. I might sit by the window, read a few pages of a book, or take a short walk outside if the weather is good. These small actions help clear my mind. I call this my mind reset. It gives me fresh thoughts and new energy for the rest of the day. Sometimes, during this break, I reflect on how the day is going. I think about what I've done so far and what still needs to be done. I don't judge myself if I'm behind schedule. I simply adjust my plan and stay calm. Life is not a race. It's about progress, not perfection. I also use this time to stretch or do light movements. Sitting for long hours is not good for the body. A few minutes of movement makes a big difference. I roll my shoulders, move my neck, and stretch my legs. It helps me avoid tension or pain. During this part of the day, I avoid negative thoughts. I remind myself of my goals and why I'm working hard. I use short affirmations like "I am focused," "I am improving," or "I am doing my best." These small phrases help build a positive mindset. When it's time to go back to work, I don't rush. I slowly return to my desk, look at my to-do list, and begin the next task. I feel more calm and ready. This is the power of a proper lunch break. It's not just good for your body but also for your emotions and mental clarity. In many cultures, lunch is seen as a social time. Even though I work alone, sometimes I connect with friends or colleagues during lunch through a quick call or message. This makes me feel connected and supported. In summary, lunch and break time are more than just pauses. They are essential moments to reset. A good break makes the next part of the day more productive and joyful. It's not lazy to rest, it's smart. You cannot pour from an empty cup, so take time to refill your energy. Exercise is an important part of my daily routine, and I try my best to stay consistent with it. After a long day of sitting and working, moving my body helps me feel strong and alive. I usually exercise in the late afternoon, around 5:30 or 6 p.m., depending on my work schedule. I start with a warm-up. This includes 5 minutes of stretching and breathing exercises. I move my arms, legs, back, and neck slowly. This helps my body prepare for more movement and prevents any injuries. It also helps me become more aware of my posture and breathing. My main workout changes depending on the day. Sometimes, I go for a jog in the park near my home. The fresh air and sounds of nature help me relax and clear my mind. Other days, I do home workouts like jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. I follow simple routines on YouTube that guide me step by step. I don't need a gym or fancy equipment. I just use my body and stay active. Some days, I do yoga instead. Yoga helps me stretch my muscles and calm my mind. It's perfect when I feel tired or stressed. I put on calm music and light a scented candle. I feel like I'm giving myself love and attention. It's not just exercise, it's care. On weekends, I often go on long walks or bike rides. This is my favorite way to explore new places and enjoy time alone. Sometimes I take photos of interesting things I see, trees, animals, or beautiful skies. These small adventures give me joy and motivation for the new week. After exercising, I always take time to cool down. I stretch again, breathe deeply, and drink water. I don't rush this part because it's very important. It helps my muscles relax and reduces pain or tightness the next day. I also try to live a healthy life outside of exercise. I drink plenty of water during the day and avoid sugary drinks. I eat balanced meals with vegetables, fruits, and proteins. I try to avoid snacks and fast food, though sometimes I enjoy a treat. I believe in balance, not perfection. Another thing that helps me stay healthy is sleep. I make sure to sleep 7 to 8 hours each night. A good night's sleep helps my body recover and gives me energy for the next day. Without enough sleep, even good exercise and food are not enough. Staying healthy is not just about the body. I also take care of my mental health. I write in a journal, talk to friends, and take time to rest when needed. If I feel sad or anxious, I remind myself it's okay. Everyone has difficult days. The important thing is to keep going and ask for help if needed. Exercise and healthy living give me confidence. They help me feel strong, focused, and happy. I don't do everything perfectly, but I do my best. Even a small 10-minute walk is better than nothing. Every step counts. To anyone watching this video, I want to say, start small. You don't need to run a marathon. Just move a little every day. Find an activity you enjoy and make it part of your life. Health is a journey, and every day is a chance to grow. Evening is a special time of the day. It is the moment when I slow down, reflect, and give myself time to relax. After a full day of work, moving, and learning, I need to let my body and mind rest. My evening routine starts around 7:30 p.m., right after I finish dinner. First, I clean up the kitchen and make sure everything is in order. I don't like going to bed with dirty dishes or a messy space. A clean environment helps me feel calm and peaceful. After that, I take a warm shower. This is one of my favorite moments of the day. The warm water helps me release all the stress and tension. It's like washing away the busy day. Once I'm clean and dressed in comfortable clothes, I spend some time with myself. I sit in a quiet corner with soft lighting and relaxing music. I often drink a cup of herbal tea, like chamomile or mint. These teas help me feel more relaxed and prepare my body for sleep. I avoid screens during this time. No phone, no computer, and no bright lights. I discovered that using devices in the evening makes it harder to fall asleep. Instead, I choose to read a book, write in my journal, or meditate. Writing helps me release my thoughts. I write what I'm thankful for, what went well, and what I want to improve. These small reflections help me grow every day. Sometimes I talk with a close friend or a family member. A short conversation with someone I love gives me a warm feeling inside. We share our day, laugh a little, and wish each other good night. These moments are simple, but they bring so much joy. Before going to bed, I also take a few minutes to plan for the next day. I check my calendar, write my top 3 goals, and prepare anything I need for tomorrow, like clothes or lunch. This makes my morning easier and helps me sleep with peace of mind. Around 9:30 or 10 p.m., I turn off the lights and go to bed. I lie down, close my eyes, and breathe deeply. I don't try to sleep fast. I just enjoy the quiet moment. I think about something good, like a happy memory or a future dream. These thoughts help me drift into sleep with a smile. My evening routine is simple but powerful. It teaches me to let go of the day, take care of myself, and prepare for tomorrow. It's not about doing 100 things. It's about doing a few things with love and intention. If you don't have an evening routine, I suggest starting with just one habit. Maybe drink tea before bed, or write down your thoughts. Little by little, you'll build a routine that works for you. Evenings are not just the end of a day, they are the beginning of a new one. The way you close your day shapes how you open the next. So take this time seriously. Rest well, recharge, and get ready to shine again tomorrow. Thank you so much for staying with me through this journey of my daily routine. As we come to the end of this video, I want to remind you of something very important. Your daily habits shape your life. The small things you do every day build the person you become. From waking up early, practicing self-care, staying productive, eating mindfully, exercising, and finding time to relax, every part of my day adds meaning and balance to my life. But remember, my routine is just an example. You don't have to copy it exactly. Instead, take ideas that work for you. Build your own routine step by step, one habit at a time. Routines give us structure. They help us feel in control, especially when life feels uncertain. They reduce stress because we don't have to think about every small decision. We just follow our plan, and over time, our routines become a source of peace, growth, and even joy. But don't worry if your routine is not perfect. Mine isn't either. Some days I wake up late. Sometimes I skip exercise or forget to plan the next day. That's okay. What matters most is consistency, not perfection. Keep going, and give yourself permission to try again when things go wrong. Also, routines are not boring. In fact, they help us make space for the things that really matter. When we manage our time well, we find more time to do what we love, spend time with loved ones, and chase our dreams. I encourage you to write down your current routine, then ask yourself, what's working? What can be better? Try changing one habit this week. Maybe go to bed earlier, or start your day with a short walk, or eat lunch away from your screen. You'll be surprised how even small changes make a big difference. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope this video has inspired you to take a fresh look at your own routine. If you found this helpful, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments, what is one thing you do every day that helps you feel better? Remember, your routine is your power. Make it meaningful, make it yours, and make every day count. Until next time, stay healthy, stay focused, and keep learning English every day. Goodbye.